the borough of Queens. We're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. It's a custom league battle under the lights between the Miami Marlins and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Here's Byron Buxton now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him. And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Got a ball, one strike.
Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Into the box, Ronnie Mauricio. And now the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
1 out, nobody on. Inside with the slider, 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Ronnie Mauricio, the second out of the opening frame. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikes. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lee gets the sign. Here's his offering. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. At the plate now is Steve Finley. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Finley is really a rare talent in this sport. A true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a true. Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. Standing in now, Ernie Banks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Finley, the runner at second with 1 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 offering. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-2 now.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Chopped weakly to the left. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. Trout gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. First pitch on its way.
Nope, ball one.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hit softly down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Got him to go down swinging there. Joe Carter becomes the first out of the inning. Hank Aaron is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
There's ball 4. Here's Nolan Arenado. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Finley is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. The relay throw. Up to the plate now is David Ortiz. From the belt, kicks and deals. High in the air down the right field line. 0-1 delivery.
Nope, that's inside.
Aaron is off of first with 2 away. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And it misses. 3-1 now. Jorge Posada would be next. That's lifted the other way out to left. Finley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ready now is Dante Bichette.
For the Jays, the right fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Bichette.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. He is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty D, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Right to Ramirez. And that's out number 1. Up next, Alfonso Soriano.
Second baseman. Alfonso.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And that's the second out. Two down, no one on base. And into bat now will be Gary Sheffield. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes. But that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
And a good pitch that time from Lee, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Bouncing ball towards the hole. The tag, and he is out. And now, Jorge Posada, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the AB on its way.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Ready now for the Marlins, Jose Ramirez, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Bichette is there, 2 down. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Marlins, and it's going to be for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Into the box, Ronnie Mauricio, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. There goes Buxton. Now a bouncing ball for Ernie Banks. It's short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Now into the box, Gary Carter. He'll start things out against Cliff Lee as we get the inning underway.
Gary Carter.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1 home. Is in there for strike number 2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Posada goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Carter retired, and there's 1 away. So 1 away in the Toronto 3rd, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So 2 out, nobody on. And stepping in is the center fielder, Steve Finley. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0.
Two-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this two-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Arenado with the bare hand. It's there, and he's out. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. In control, 0-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
To 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Up next from Miami, Joe Carter. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Digging in next, Hank Aaron will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. Grounded weakly toward third. Over to first, and that retires the side. So now to the plate, Ernie Banks comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Banks.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now batting, first base.
So 1 down, no one aboard, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. On the move is Trout. He gets there, and that's the second out. 2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th. Ryan McMahon digs into bat next. Now here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. He is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Posada recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Banks to his left. He's got it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first down. One away now for the Marlins in their half of the fifth. And that'll bring up David Ortiz. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Bases are empty here with 2 away. And here's the switch hitting catcher Jorge Posada. A ball and no strikes. There's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And a pitch taken here. It's now 2-1 to the Miami backstop.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
This one's flared out toward left. Banks onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Now it'll be Dante Bichette. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lee gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. At third, Arenado. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Next to dig in, Alfonso Soriano grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. Struck out in his first at-bat. Runners off for second. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Soriano leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Count even to the kid. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carter.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Jose Ramirez. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now a circle change, but he takes it low. Ball 2. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez. Here's the 2-1 home. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Byron Buxton. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Rounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. And there's out number 2. So now here is Ronnie Mauricio. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High and deep to right center. Buxton moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Next to bat for Toronto, Steve Finley. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. And a good pitch there as Finley misses it for strike 2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in will be Ernie Banks. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Banks.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Lee looks in as he readies pitch number 73 here in the ballgame. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Line drive to center field. Trout finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
Strike called, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. Too low changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. First pitch of the AB now. Joe Carter comes on with one way as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit softly on the ground to third. He's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Next up is Hank Aaron. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the imposing power bat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And now here is Ryan McMahon. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Jose Ramirez will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Number 10, Dr.
In now, Dante Bichette as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's a ball and a strike to Bichette.
1-1.
A 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And batting next to be Alfonso Soriano as he lines it out to center. And that's in there, base hit. To the plate now, Gary Sheffield. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. Dennis Eckersley is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. Brandon Crawford called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. So here is Nolan Arenado. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Next to hit is David Ortiz. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
1-0.
And that misses for ball one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. So now to the plate, Jorge Posada.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
Acuna will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Now to bat, Jose Ramirez. And that diamond rating on his card isn't just for show. It'd be tough to argue he's anything but one of the game's best players. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch on the way. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
That's a ball.
And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Eckersley, a California-born ball player. He throws a slider, a sinker, and a four-seamer. 3-0 to him now. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. So next to bat will be Steve Finley, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on the southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Byron Buxton come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Chapman's ready. Here it comes. Acuna on at first. Nobody out. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 2-1.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
He's running. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. And, boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Next, it'll be Ernie Banks. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. He arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Catch catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right. So he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Now at the plate here is Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And it's grounded just foul down the line. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Ramirez will put this one away, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Byron Buxton. Well, now the skipper decides to bring the corners in here. Let's see if it pays off. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside ball.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
In there at the letters. 1 and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Just hung in there on that one. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. So the next to bat will be Ronnie Mauricio, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Well, now the skipper decides to bring the corners in here. Let's see if it pays off. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping up is Mike Trout, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on the first is gonna be in time, and the Blue Jays get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.